Hello friends, you are welcome on my YouTube channel Learning Systematically with Mahendra Parasar. In this video we shall learn about a history chapter, history lesson about the comparison between the two greatest emperors of India. India has been lucky enough to have some people on his land, and in this video we shall analyze about the two great emperors of India, Chandragupta Maurya and Muhammad Jalaluddin Akbar. We shall discuss who was the greater between the two. Chandragupta Maurya belonged to a very humble background, but he left a great legacy after him. On the basis of the various historical resources, we know that he was a son of Nan's wife with the name of Mura, but some resources call her a concubine. According to the Buddhist resources, he was born in a family where peacocks were tamed. He was a very talented and gifted child, and Kautilya took him from Pataliputra to Takshashila and trained him as a soldier, administrator and a warrior. Chandragupta Maurya was the first emperor who ruled over a vast empire comprising from Himalayas to Vindhyas and Assam to West Balochistan, covering southeast Iran and Afghanistan also. Except Kalinga and southernmost India, almost he ruled over complete Indian subcontinent. Chandragupta Maurya, with the help of Kautilya, defeated the most powerful emperor of that time, Dhanananda, the very powerful but unpopular ruler of Magadha. Chandragupta Maurya defeated the representative of Alexander's general, Seleucus Nicator, and married with even his daughter Helena. Chandragupta was able to establish a well-organized administrative system at that time when people even could not think about the administration. He established peace and harmony with the neighboring states. He organized the largest army of that time. According to Megasthenes and Strabo, he had raised an army of 4 lakh soldiers. But according to Pliny, he had raised 6 lakh foot soldiers, 30 lakh cavalry and 9,000 war elephants. He was a great lover of architecture also. His palace was located between the two rivers, the Ganga and the Son river. The palace of the king was such a large that it consisted the separate blocks for the king, royal family, cabinet and the soldiers also. Chandragupta Maurya founded the Mauryan Empire and made it very safe. He ruled over it successfully and handed it over to his son Bindusar. Before leaving to Sarvanbelgola, he followed Jainism, and on the recommendation of the Jain saint, he took an oath of fasting up to the end of his life, and he died with the death of complacently. And now let us discuss about Jalaluddin Akbar, who was born to the wife of Humayun on 14th October 1542 AD in Amarkot, and he became a king in 1556 even at the age of only 13 when his father died. Bairam Khan, who was appointed as Akbar's regent and chief army commander. In the second battle of Panipat, he defeated Hemu with the help of Bairam Khan. In fact, Hemu was killed when he was unarmed because an arrow pierced into his eye. Akbar kept on expanding his empire and won the battle of Gwalior, Jaunpur, Banaras, Ajmer and Malwa, Gujarat, Kabul, Kashmir, Sindh, Odisha, Balochistan and Kandahar. All the battles, almost every battle was won by the generals of Akbar. Since Akbar ruled for a long period, he was able to establish a good administration also. He supported the distribution of parts between the center and the states, and he was able to collect good revenue, and he cleverly managed matrimonial relations with the Rajputs also. So friends, now let us discuss about these two emperors. What were the differences between the two? In comparison of Chandragupta Maurya, Akbar was born in modern age, so the administration of Chandragupta Maurya was termed better, where there was the severe punishment for the offenders and the civil and criminal court works separately. Number 2, Akbar spent much of his time in the palace, and the expansion of his empire was made only by his generals. On the other hand, Chandragupta Maurya had a heaven-like palace, but he mainly spent his life outside the palace only for solidifying the empire. Chandragupta Maurya fought only with his enemies and he did no harm to the civilians. Rather, Akbar showed the cruelty at the time of victory of Chittor. He ordered to kill 30,000 unarmed innocent civilians, which is the blot on the name of Akbar forever. Number 4. Chandragupta Maurya can be termed as a man of farsightedness who solidified his state before the death. But in case of Akbar, there were many enemies who were raising their voice against the Mughals even at the time of the death of Akbar. Number 5. The empire expansion of Chandragupta Maurya was almost double of the empire of Akbar, and Chandragupta Maurya defeated Dhanananda and Seleucus Nicator, who were stronger than the enemies of Akbar. Number 6. The army of Chandragupta Maurya was larger than the army of Akbar. Akbar's army had nearly 250,000 soldiers, including Pathans and Rajputs. Moreover, Akbar ordered to assassinate Bairam Khan, who was the chief army commander and regent of Akbar. And moreover, Akbar even married with the widow of Bairam Khan also. And finally, Akbar was a grandson of an invader, Babur, who came to India only to rob the prosperity of India, while Chandragupta Maurya made India more prosper by winning the foreigners and areas of even Alexander also. Chandragupta Maurya died a glorious death by Santhara, while Akbar died of dysentery at the age of 63. Now, my dear viewers, you can imagine, you can conclude by your own who was the greater emperor of India, whether it was Chandragupta Maurya or whether it was Akbar. So it is up to you. How do you conclude this topic? So in the end of the video, I just request you to subscribe my channel if you are not subscribed it, and if you have liked the video, please don't forget to press the button like. Thank you very much.